Hey everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host. Welcome back to the Baseball Head 2. And hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So I got a very strange story for you. Obviously, if you're watching, it's about Shohei Ohtani. This guy gets himself in all kinds of trouble. I don't think baseball can get him out of this. This is a lawsuit. And of course, as you know, he's a guy that had this trouble with the, or his interpreter had this trouble with the gambling last year. It's interesting that Emmanuel Clase, who has been suspended, including and as well as another pitcher from the Guardians, those guys got suspended right away. Were put on the the suspended list for a couple. Who knows when they're going to come back. And it was suspended so quickly, but meanwhile Ohtani didn't. This whole situation. Well, let me read you this news story, this crazy story. I read it before. I can't figure it out. It's from Outkick. I don't know if you heard this. If you haven't heard about this, leave a comment in the comment section. Shohei Ohtani, an agent, sued for allegedly sabotaging $240 million in real estate deal. Ohtani's back making headlines that have nothing to do with baseball. Now again, this guy is either a criminal roaming the streets, or he's the biggest dope in baseball, where he's being led around by the nose by these people, by these unsavory characters. It's either one or the other. But being one of the most private superstar athletes ever, Shohei Ohtani has developed a bit of a knack for getting caught up in controversy. He's a very strange individual. That's my opinion. While the sports gambling story from a year ago involved Ohtani and his now former interpreter, and all the conspiracy theories attached to it have seemingly been put in the rearview mirror. The Los Angeles Dodgers star and his agent are being sued by a Hawaii real estate investor and a broker. The lawsuit was filed in Hawaii Circuit Court on August 8th. This happened a few days ago, with developer Kevin J. Hayes Sr. and broker Tomoko Matsumoto, alleging that Ohtani and his agent Nex Balelo got them terminated from a $240 million housing development on Hawaii's Hapuna Coast. The housing development had an average price of $17.3 million each. The suit alleges that Balelo demanded concessions from Hayes and Matsumoto before demanding that their Las Vegas-based business partner, Kingsbarn Realty Capital, dropped them from the real estate deal. The suit says the developer spent 11 years working on the agreement and as part of a bold marketing strategy signed an endorsement deal with the Dodgers star in 2023. Balelo and Ohtani, redaction spelled in the lawsuit, which is O-T-A-N-I, who were brought into the venture solely for Ohtani's promotional and branding value, exploited their celebrity leverage to destabilize and ultimately dismantle plaintiff's role in the project for no reason other than their own financial self-interest, the lawsuit claims. Okay? Hayes and Matsumoto allege that Ohtani and Balelo also attempted to undermine their interest in a neighboring venture. Quote, this case is about abuse of power, the lawsuit says. Defendants used threats and baseless legal claims to force a business partner to betray its contractual obligations and strip plaintiffs of the very project they conceived and built. Quote, defendants must be held accountable for their actions, not shielded by fame or behind-the-scenes agents acting with impunity. Plaintiffs bring this suit to expose defendants' misconduct and ensure that the rules of contract, fair dealing, and accountability apply equally to all, celebrity or not. According to the New York Post, investment materials for the development to be known as the Vista at the Mauna Kai Resort was still online as of Monday night. They listed Matsumoto and Hayes as part of the management team, along with Kingsbarn out of Vegas. Ohtani was referred to as Japan's Babe Ruth, and the first resident in the materials. Quote, Ohtani will act as the celebrity spokesperson for the project and has committed to purchasing one of the 14 residences within the project, the brochure says. He also intends to spend significant time at the Vista in the off-season and will construct a small hitting and pitching facility for preseason training. Quote, we see Shohei Ohtani's home ownership as having a significant impact on the global exposure of the project and expect to accelerate the pace of sales, thereby helping us achieve our pricing objectives, the brochure continued. Ohtani was listed in the brochure as being the first resident of the property, which was an attempt to appeal to both Japanese and American high-end buyers. In July, Kings Barn fired both Hayes and Matsumoto in what the suit called a coordinated ambush, along with allegations that Bolello became a disruptive force with threats to pull Ohtani from the deal if concessions were not made. Well, this is just a crazy story. I guess maybe they pushed Hayes and Matsumoto out. I mean, I guess that's what the suit is alleging. They pushed them out so they can be the arbiters and be the sort of the sole, not just be the spokesperson, but be at the center of this deal. I guess this is what this is alleging. But again, like I said at the beginning of this video, Ohtani gets himself into these real weird stories. Like I said, he's either one of the biggest known world criminals that maybe Interpol should be watching, or he's just a big dope. I mean, it's got to be one or the other. And the lawyers causing trouble, being disruptive force with this deal. I don't know. It's a very strange story, but I wanted to sort of do a video on it because I think this is it paints another picture of this guy. And again, like the story goes, for being one of the most private superstar athletes ever, Ohtani's developed a bit of a knack for getting caught up in a controversy. Ain't that the truth? And here's the thing about what's going on in the world, in our country. They were so quick to condemn the interpreter to where I don't know how they scared him to talk. First of all, the interpreter said, listen, in the beginning, ESPN found out what was going on. They talked about, oh yeah, Ohtani knew about it. And then when they realized that he said that, he got fired. the interpreter should say, look, I got fired because, Ohtani, I mentioned that Ohtani was involved. He should fight it. And I don't know why he didn't fight it. I don't know what happened in that situation. That story is a strange story. And this is even stranger. But I'll keep you up to date on this. It's the first time I've seen this. And if there's a law, if this suit goes to court, it's going to be interesting to cover. I don't know if anyone's talking about it. So obviously nobody's talking about it as far as I know. I'm probably the only one talking about it. I'll find stories like this and dig for it if I have to. But thank you for watching this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hit 2. I'll see you later.